Oh, welcome aboard, guys. Here's my take on how to use Claymore Miner for one. In this video, I'm just going to go over some of the basics, especially for the beginners that really asking a lot of questions about how to set it up and what kind of settings to use and all that. I'll go over a little bit of overclocking. Generally, right now, I'll do it for NVIDIA. I'll do another one for AMD. But we'll go ahead and get started, and just you can follow through, pause it, come back every once in a while, whatever. I'm just here to help out, man. That's what this community is all about. All right, let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to start with, if you're going to run in Windows, I would definitely suggest downloading this ISO. This is actually a Windows Miner ISO that you can put the link in the description, but I did get it from Red Panda Mining's Discord. It's a pinned message in Red Panda's Mining Discord under downloads. It's got all this stuff disabled so that it's a lightweight, it installs quick, and it's not going to be perfect. I'm not familiar with Linux enough to do anything with that yet, but there's other USB stick miners you can boot up, but I've been using this and it's been really good. So I'll put a link to this in the description. The next thing, you're going to want to download MSI Afterburner if you haven't already, and I'll go over some of the settings for overclocking. But yeah, usually I'll go all the way to the last one, the 462 stable. Download that, unpack it, unzip it, and install that. Once you've done your Windows install, don't forget to set up your virtual memory, because if you don't do that, then your miner's never going to even start. So, but I'll cover that in another video. This is more or less just some basics, and now you're going to need a mining pool. Naturally, Bitfly, the Ethereum, for othermine.org is probably the best one I've used. There's a lot of times you want to stick with a pool that is not, like here we got Spark Pool is at 33%, these guys got 22, but if you jump in one of these lower pools down here, it's going to take a lot longer to reach payout. But you don't want to get in too high, because then you get less shares. But these guys seem to be doing pretty good. I've been mining on Ethermine for a little while now, and yeah, out of my experience, I have definitely, that's been the best one, especially if you're in US or Europe. That one where it is, you got basically pools that are based in Europe and the US, and naturally any of this stuff you're going to need a wallet. Two wallets that I use, Zelcore, very versatile, and you can add so many different coins, have multiple wallets. Really nice product. I like it. It's very easy to use. It's nothing to make you're gonna be pulling your hair out trying to figure out how to transfer funds. And same with Monarch Wallet. It's a mobile app. They haven't really come out with a desktop app yet for it, but I use this a lot. Really good. All around. And they're constantly updating and adding more coins. And this one here it's probably one of the safest ones I've seen yet, aside from, as they always say, do not share your private keys with anybody. And if anybody asks you to send them crypto in exchange for anything, yeah, tell them to take a hike. You know, that's you got to be careful in this space, guys. There's a lot of scammers out there. You know, now for an example, I mean, like the computer I'm on right now, running two 1070s in it. I mean, this is a little off, but just for general purposes, you know, use that. Around my area, it's 8 to 10 cents per kilowatt hour, depending, I guess, where National Grid feels like going. But you know, you hit calculate, you know, and now, right now, Ethereum Classic is at the top of the list. Before, electrical cost $1.04. After electrical costs 54 cents a day. So I mean, that's pretty fair. I'm still mining Ethereum. Not a huge difference, but you know, a 10-cent a day difference. I might be switching over to ETH Classic soon. So just to catch the wave there. But you know, I mean, you got like for example, I know, I mean, like, mine aren't 5700 XTs, but I got 6 5700s on one of my rigs. You click that. I know it's doing about 328, and it's actually pulling about 660 watts. So it automatically kind of blacks that out because you're putting in a custom hash rate. Hit calculate, you know. Now that rig there, typically before electrical costs, it's mining Ethereum right now. You know, 514 a day. After electrical cost 380, 388. And yeah, I'm probably gonna switch back over to Ethereum Classic now that I'm looking at this. I haven't looked at it for probably almost a week, really. But yeah, you gotta have some time to kind of chase this stuff. But I mean, you know, all in all, it's not a huge difference. So, but you know, when it comes down to it, if you can make an extra, you know, 20-30 cents a day, why not, you know, try to keep up with it a little more. Now, down to the nuts and bolts. I'll put links in the description of the video for all these. And so now Claymore, there's two different ways you can download it. You know, the Bitcoin Talk forum, you know, obviously this is their main, you know, area to put this stuff. Now you get the mega link, you can download it there, or you find them on GitHub, and you know, they have kind of a little bit of a walkthrough here. You know, now I'll download it just for general purpose. I already have it installed on my computer, so but see, now I went to this one to download it for an example. I'll show you. You click download, and see, now it came up saying that it was blocked. So now what you want to do is, I'm on Chrome, by the way, and you gotta, you know, show all down in the right hand corner, and you can either remove from list or keep dangerous file, because any of these miners, it's going to flag them as dangerous files or viruses. So you're going to want to click keep dangerous file, you know, and blah blah blah. We know, you know, I mean, I've downloaded it a million times. You know, now you want to show it in the folder, you know, you just click there. And what I typically do, okay, now you can extract all, and what I'll do is I'll usually download it right to my desktop, or I'll have a, you know, folder. But what I want to do is we'll just go to desktop, select folder, extract. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah. Skip. For some reason this thing's kicking the errors at me. Oh, I know why. Because that one's password protected. I don't know why they do that, man. You know. I think it was. Yeah. See. Password. Why would they? You know. All right. So let's see. Let's scratch that one. We'll go over here to this one. I want to say. I mean, there's probably a password right in the whatchamacallit, but you know, now you got Claymore Ethereum. This is on the mega link, you know, and you just can go right down, bam, you know. Download a zip. And it's telling me it's blocking again. Yeah, whatever. Keep anyway. Alright, so now let's see this one. See if this one will let me unzip. Go to my desktop. Here we go. Okay, so now what I want to do is come over here. This is the zip file. You know, and get rid of this. Just delete that. Now, is this, yeah, see this one, this is the password one. Get rid of that. Where did it go? Alright, you know, these things. It's not even there. Extract. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna extract it right into the downloads folder for now. Oh, okay, that's why. Extract. Oh, extracted. It's like extracted into a zip file into a zip file. Anyways, alright, so I'm gonna drag that out to the desktop. Alright. So, Windows just makes it a pain in the butt with all these virus things. So, alright, so let's open that up. Now here's where, you know, okay, your start bat file. But now, before you try and start messing with this, here's a little thing to, you know, go to settings and go to your update and security. Yeah, now you're gonna want to go to, I don't care about that right now. Delivery, Windows security. I'm running this machine on a standard Windows 10. This is my main computer. But let's see. All right, now you're gonna want to put setting. Go to settings and exclusions. So now you want to add folder. Now go to desktop and go to select the Claymore folder. Yes. Okay. And then bam, bam. Okay, you're all set there. Right now. Now you want to. Okay, let's go to README. Just so you get kind of familiar with some of this stuff. You know, it goes through explaining memory timing straps and all that. So, this version is pool or solo. You know, I don't really mess around with the actual config file. It's more or less your command lines in your batch file. Alright, so what you're going to do is come over to your batch file, right click on it, and click edit. Alright, more info, run anyway. Now, here's a very basic, the most basic of basic. See now, RX Boost, that's for AMD cards. I'm running NVIDIA cards here. So the first thing you want to do is, you know, let's say you had Xel Core. Let's see. Open this up. Pretty good wallet here. So, and what I'm going to do is I'll log into this, and just for GP, I am going to make it's updating. Let's see, of course. Alright, update's done. Okay, we are logged in. Okay. Come on. Alright, so what we got here. Alright, basically what you want to do, like I have a whole bunch of these all added here for general purpose. Okay, so we'll go to wallet 3 or wallet 2, don't matter. Now if you want to add an asset, let's say Alright, we're gonna go add asset. Then you got this whole list of stuff here. Make it quick and easy. Just type F, and then you can just, there you go, bam, adds an Ethereum wallet. Close that. Now you have that there. Now you click on it, click receive. Then you got your addresses here. You can just, the first one right here works just fine. You can copy that, close it. You can exit your wallet. Alright, now then you're going to want to go and highlight that, and then Control V is the easiest way to do it. Or you could right click and paste. So I like the Control V because it's a little easier. Alright, now you want to go and, you know, like depending on what pool you're mining, and I mean right here is, so it's set up for the EU1. Alright, so let's close this. And let's go to other mine. Alright, now you're going to Ethereum support. So you're going to click on Start Mining, and it gives you all the pools, you know, the different mining servers. Now, basically, I'm East Coast, so in the United States, so I would use this one. And actually, I don't even need to copy and paste that really, because the only difference is that EU1, US1, US2, you know, you got East Coast, West Coast. So basically just come back here, and I will just change this to US1. Now, naturally, you should be able to leave it at, you know, 4444, username, password, leave empty. Alright, then you got, you know, download configuration guide for Claymore, Miner, Phoenix miners. So these guys have some pretty good stuff, you know, and that's Windows AMD, Windows NVIDIA, Linux. So, I mean, they have some pretty good information on here, too, to help you get started. But, you know, that's why I'm doing this, man. I want to help everybody out best I can, you know, from the way I do it. So, everybody's different. Everybody's got their own way. Now, granted, okay, this is going to be a, this is on a, yeah, NVIDIA rig. So right off the bat, the RX boost has got to go. You know, if you're running AMD cards, the RX boost, now, let's see, let's do Control F, and let's look for -RX boost, just so you can get an idea. Find next, and basically what that does, enables addition boost for AMD Polaris cards and old AMD cards. So, see, it won't work on the newer Navi cards like my 5700. It doesn't work. The same with the strap. You know, they don't work on the newer cards. But if you're running 570s, 580s, 470s, all the Polaris cards, these are actually pretty good options to give you a little more, you know, hash rate. And but for the time being, like I said, I'm doing. So there's so much stuff in here. You know, it'd take forever to run through all the different settings that you can do in here. Yeah, I mean, every command line option, 99% of it you will never ever use. I mean, you can set your clock settings right in here. Yeah, just, but for the most part, you know, like straps. All right, now on my configuration on this machine, I normally run strap 5. Seems to be the best one. It adjusts your memory timings best for mining. And so like right here you could just put -strap 5. Alright, now everything you do, file, save. Alright, now let's just say real quick I want to run this. Well, before we do that, yeah, let's open up Afterburner here. Okay, so for the most part now you have, I mean, core voltage on these doesn't need to be on. I just always unlock it. And in these settings here, synchronize, you know, the similar cards. And I don't start with Windows because I learned a while back that if you're working on trying to get your overclock set right, if you start with Windows and it'll automatically load your settings, if you overclock it too much and crash your system, every time it restarts, it's going to crash it. You're going to end up in an endless loop of crashing, which would be an absolute nightmare. So I typically do not enable that. So, you know, and I just unlock voltage monitoring, stuff like that. Now, one of the things, user interface, I turned all this stuff off because every time you hover over something, you get the pop-up windows to explain it. It just drives me insane. Then you got different skins and stuff like that. Just some basics, but for the most part, you know, it's all a matter of your preferences. So, you know, for the most part, though. All right. So now I'll go show you. This is where I have my cards set right now. 75%. You know, you hit number one, I saved it. All right, check mark, now it's applied. So power limit 75%, core clock plus 100, memory clock plus 450. I know I could probably get more, and I have the fans on manually set at 70. Depends on your ambient air temperature, where you want to put your fans. You know, that can vary quite a bit. So, all right. You know, if you're in a really warm area, you might be running these at 90. You know what I mean? Right now it's still cool. Today is probably going to be 65 degrees outside. Inside my house, a little cooler. So, you know, come summertime, get the air conditioners going. I might be able to keep it there. But you know, so with those settings there, now you can play around with them. And typically the rule of thumb is you always want to try to pull your power limit down 70, 75. Some people are pulling it down to 60, 65, but I've tried that, and it for me it seems to affect my hash rate too much. Hash to watt ratio just isn't where I want it to be. So, and as far as like the other clock settings, you got, like, if you're mining Ethereum, typically your core clock doesn't do a whole lot, but I found that if I keep that about 100, you know, plus 100, it does actually help bring up the hash rate a little bit. And I mean, it's a core dependent algorithm, so, you know, I mean, like on 1070s, I know I could probably run that at probably 600-700, but this is my main computer. I really don't want to fry my cards, you know. I mean, but I'm pretty happy with it because it'll give me about 30 mega hashes a piece, which I know I can get more out of them. But anyway, so I mean, basically, no. All right, so now we got that set. You can right click, run as administrator, yes, and it's gone. What the hell? All right, now. Let me just double click it. Mostly because I'm in the folder. I don't know why. So now you can see here, strap 5 applied successfully. This may slow down my video a little bit. We'll see what happens. But the stratum, bam, bam. All right. See now I got 29. 57. There we go. Let's see now. Once it adjusts, I got 30. For some reason, let me see. I gotta compare the one I already had set up. I'm just doing this on a new set. For the most part, that's kind of odd. I wasn't getting that low hash rate earlier. But here, let me go in, because I have my regular. Let's see. See, now I actually created separate batch files for different Strat 5. Oh yeah, and if you don't want batch file, all your reports to keep filling up your hard drive, DBG -1. That will, but everything else is pretty much the same here. Gonna try to see. Edit that one. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, and if you have multiple rigs, or you want to be able to see this on other mine, dot. I'll do 1070 test. All right, just to and then if you did dash DBG -1, just so that it doesn't save log files. It'll drive you nuts. But all right, so here's that. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I know why it's the hash rates are lower, because I'm recording the video at the same time. But you get the general idea. But yeah, so it's not a real hard thing to do, and so now what I would probably usually do here is create a shortcut for that. Alright, and then drag it out on my desktop, so then close this, and let me see if this works. I forget if I have to edit that. Yep, see now, in the properties, you want to do, so you can run it as administrator, is basically change the path in. Alright, so now you can click there, click up here, copy. That way you got your file path, and you want to put that in the beginning of the batch file. Man, I'm really it's been a while since I've reset this, but I've done this. So desktop, so this one, right click, edit. Alright, you see how it's just that. Now, what you want to do is backspace that out, paste. You want to put this in quotes. Right up to, where'd it go? Oh, good. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Undo. There we go. And let me see here. Let's see. Alright. Scratch that. Yeah, so, alright. You basically want to, go to your thing here, your folder, click in the address box, right click, copy, and then in the batch file, here's how it looked before I did it. Get rid of the little quote. Alright, that's how it's originally looking. So basically what I did was right click, paste, or control V, get a quote here, and back over where the FDRC miner exe file, do backslash, and right after the exe put another quote. Okay, and then you're going to file, save, close that. Now the shortcut will work where you right click, run as administrator, yes, and bing, up and running. Took me a minute to, it's been a while. I've been busy as heck between work and following a lot of the other guys, and just trying to keep updated on everything that's going on in the mining community. So now, naturally, this will get a little less hash power than normal because of the video recording right now. So, but for the most part, you can see. Now I've been testing my 5700s on NiceHash just because I just wanted to see what it would do, and it's actually doing more running Phoenix Miner through NiceHash than it normally would just running Phoenix Miner independently. So I'm just testing it, trying to see. Now a lot of people say the fees are high. Well, if you understand, you withdraw from NiceHash to Coinbase Pro, there's no fee. And then you transfer from Coinbase Pro to your wallet of choosing, and there's no fee. Or at least the last I checked. I haven't done it in a while, so but yeah, that's always been probably the quick, easy, dirty way. I mean, you're getting away with pulling all these different things just to avoid fees, which, hey, if it works, why not, right? But as you can see, I got it up and running. It's hashing pretty good for something that's running on my computer that I'm actually using to record the video. So yeah, you always get just over 60 normally, so I'm not really losing that much. Now, and this is just running it on my little test that I showed you here. So we'll close that out, and if you have any questions, any comments, drop me a line, comment down in the bottom, and say, don't forget to like and subscribe, and come back, check out my other videos. I built that 5700 rig. Not the best video, but that's what happens when you're using a cell phone for a camera. And it's actually a pretty good camera on the cell phone, but I didn't have a stand for it at the time, but it's still pretty cool. A lot of people love watching all that stuff there. So, oh, wrong thing. But all right, peeps, and like I said, I'm gonna do a couple more videos on how to set up the Phoenix Miner. Probably I might even do a little video on what NiceHash has been doing with for my 5700 rig. And peace out, guys. I appreciate you watching and stopping by and checking this out. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And check the links out. I got some links down below, right below the video there, man, for some of the mining hardware, on Amazon. That if you guys use them links, will help me out a little bit too. And just the links to all the stuff we just went over. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget, thumbs up. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot.